Hey guys, welcome back to the Driving Academy podcast. Today I'm sitting here with
Ron
and Jodi.
And they are partnering with Driving Academy to open up a franchise in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. If you guys are interested in opening up your own franchise with Driving Academy, click the link below, fill out the form. It will get back to you as soon as possible. So guys, introduce yourselves.
All right, so this is Jodi and I'm Ron, and we're partners in this franchise. We actually have a third partner that lives in West Palm Beach. Her name is Joyce. I've been close to Jodi and Joyce as a business partner and as a friend for 20 years. Jodi and I have worked together in companies that we built going back to 2005.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she came to work for me when she was only 25 years old. I got to interview Jodi because her aunt. So Jodi and I decided to sell our prior business, and I'll describe that when I get a chance here. But after selling our prior businesses, we decided to look for a good franchise opportunity, and we worked hard, and we looked at a lot of opportunities, and this one caught our attention for many, many reasons.
Okay, and Jodi, would you like to introduce yourself and maybe like your background in trucking or anything related to trucking?
All right, so my name is Jodi Ruiz. I found Driving Academy after the last several years. I owned and operated an Amazon delivery service company. And this just seemed like a great transition.
Okay, cool. Okay. And what got you guys interested in trucking in general, like opening up a franchise?
Well, again, like Jodi referenced, we both owned Amazon delivery service businesses. And we were
you owned it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Very fortunate to be part of the Amazon program for several years. And so we learned a lot about trucking and safety and recruiting people and training people. And when we decided to sell those businesses, it was obvious to us that, hey, that's one of our knowledge bases.
Yeah.
So we, Jodi, on our own initiative, started searching for opportunities and found CDL driving schools as an opportunity. And then, again, everything that this organization has accomplished under Jonathan's leadership have made it really clear that this is an exciting and a wonderful place to be a part of.
Okay, and that's what made you guys choose Driving Academy as opposed to other franchises.
That's absolutely right.
That just set it apart.
There wasn't even a close second for us to consider. This was the leader by far in our analyses.
Okay, great. Okay, so that kind of leads me to my next question. What would you guys say is the need out there for truck drivers in Baton Rouge, Louisiana?
Well, Baton Rouge is it's an industrial city. It's also the state capital in Louisiana. It's Mississippi River runs right through it, and I'll explain the importance of that in a minute. Some of the largest refineries in the United States are along the Mississippi River, and several of those are right in Baton Rouge or right outside of Baton Rouge. And that industrial base really leads to a lot of need for truck driving and logistics related to moving materials and products and goods. But
this is going to be real helpful.
Absolutely, and furthermore, New Orleans is one of the largest ports in the United States.
Yeah.
And there's just a whole lot of opportunity for trucking and transportation related to all of those enterprises.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you guys are now out here at our main location in New Jersey for training. And some of you guys kind of understand the ins and outs of Driving Academy and the system so you guys can have a successful franchise. What about this training experience have you guys enjoyed so far, and how would you guys describe the training?
You want to say something, Jodi, and then I'll add?
I mean, the training's been great. We've partnered with a couple of the regional managers here, and they've gone through all the scripts and gotten us ready to go. It's been a great experience.
Yeah, I'll second that point for sure. We're in our third day right now, and in just the first 2 days, we learned so much that was so important to the future of our business and to our students as we move forward. One thing that might sound a little bit repetitive, because I'm referring to Jonathan again, is that Jonathan's processes are so embraced by all the team. If you just learn what Jonathan is teaching and do it and follow the processes that are set in place, you as a student are going to succeed. We as franchise owner are going to succeed, and the future is bright and exciting for all of us. Yeah, I had been here once before, and Jonathan gave me a nice tour of all the facilities, and the yard is impressive because there's so many trucks and trailers in that yard. we're starting out with 3 at our franchise in Baton Rouge, and I think he's probably got 15 or 20 out there.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Have you guys seen that viral video of the truck driver? He's driving and the guy is like fixing the traffic lights, and then he like hits him and everything. Yeah. I didn't know that was in Baton Rouge. I did not know that. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, since you said that you kind of got a tour of the yard, like, do you feel as though our truck training and our yard training is going to help prevent situations like that? And do you guys plan to like implement that truck training into Baton Rouge?
You can take it.
Well, first of all, that accident was totally avoidable, and frankly, it's embarrassing that happened in our city where we live. That if you watch that video, there was a gentleman, an employee of that company, on the ground, and his job was to stop traffic and protect the guy up in the basket doing the repairs and maintenance that you described. And instead of him standing out in the lane, he was standing off to the side by the curb, and so oncoming vehicles, unless they were paying a lot of attention, might not see. But if he had been standing in that lane waving his flags, this incident would have never happened. So basically what happened is I think another utility truck coming in that direction didn't see the cones and wasn't paying attention and hit that basket. And that guy that was up in that basket ended up hanging upside down.
Yes. And,
could have died very easily. Thank God he's okay, but that's a preventable accident.
Yes, and thank God he was wearing, I think it's called a harness.
Yes, he was wearing a harness, and that held him up in that basket. But to go to your point on your question of do I think that...
Are you guys confident, like, in our truck training, our CDL training?
Yeah, and once again, like, if we follow Jonathan's processes and systems, we're a safe, very safe yard, and we will absolutely avoid anything like that ever happening in our franchises and in our academies. So a lesson learned that we should all never have to experience with this school.
Yes, at Driving Academy, we care about situations like that, and we look into it, and we always think, what could have the driver done differently, and how could we prevent that in our future drivers?
Right.
Because Driving Academy has a pretty good name and reputation. Coming from Driving Academy, we want to make sure like our drivers are legit. So we really do try to like hammer down on our yard training. And that's why I asked you that. I'm like, have you guys gone to the yard yet? So you can like really see it.
Right.
And if you're confident like in our training.
Absolutely.
Do you have any amazing business stories from your past?
So that is a question that I get asked in different ways many times in my life because of my entrepreneurial background.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a serial entrepreneurial background. When I was in my very early 20s, I was literally 22 years old. Let me back up and tell you, Louisiana is an oil and gas state. There's a lot of exploration for oil and gas and a lot of production of oil and gas. So I was familiar with that part of Louisiana. I even worked my way through high school as what was called an oil and gas landman. That meant I went out and negotiated with people that owned lots of land that all companies wanted to drill wells on, and I talked them into signing what's called a lease to then give the oil companies the rights to drill on those properties. So I learned a whole lot about it in my teens.
Yeah, you started young.
I started very young, and when I went to college, I was still very focused on oil and gas, and I started an oil company when I was 22 years old. Well, and literally, we made millions of dollars in my early and mid 20s.
I believe that. You said you're. What did you say? You said you were having like people with. What did you say? You said signing leases or something.
Signing
like that?
leases. Yes, an oil and gas landman. Your job is to go out and talk people, and often it's very sophisticated people.
Yeah. That's what I was picturing.
Committing to let a specific oil company drill on their property, or on grounds that affect their property, and then you owe royalties to those families or those people or those companies if the oil company discovers oil and gas and starts reaping the rewards of that. The family also, or the customer, the owner of that property, reaps rewards from it. So I did that for many years and had a wonderfully successful decade of that. And that led to me taking the next steps in my entrepreneurial life, which, for example, at that time, I didn't know what to do with the money hardly. and so I learned about a tax credit that the government offered at that time. If you bought equipment, you got a 10% of the equipment's value tax credit. So if I bought $1 million worth of equipment, and let's say the deposit is $100,000 to buy the equipment, I didn't have to pay the $100,000. That's 10%. That's a tax credit.
Right.
So I got that money back. I got the equipment to start for free.
Wow.
And so I bought millions and millions of dollars worth of tugboats and started a very large tugboat company.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then it just goes on and on from there. So I've had a lot of fun as an entrepreneur.
You said that earlier. You didn't say you were a man of many businesses. That wasn't like your exact, but like the way you said it, I was like, okay, this is a man of many businesses. So I'm like,
and Jodi and I have built golf course and country clubs and other developments, and the entrepreneurship continues. So this is just another part of a great journey.
Wow, that's crazy. That is so crazy. You said country clubs, golf courses,
and lots of large residential, developments,
that's so crazy.
So we've had fun.
So starting a business is just fun for you guys. This is just like this is a hobby at this point.
Yeah, well, success is important, and we're going to succeed because we're going to take care of our students and we're going to make good things happen for them. And Jodi's the director of our school, and she's extremely capable. You want to add anything to that, Jodi?
It was a smart woman here, partner in crime.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. And okay, so now back to Driving Academy in Baton Rouge. Where do you guys see in the next year?
So, in a way, number one, we're very confident about success.
Yes.
I
see.
We can share that, we're receiving many, many more leads and calls, and we're not even open yet, and we're not even actually online, right, Jodi? But we're receiving, many, many more leads than we expected. I didn't expect to see this many calls and students applying, for months, and it's happening before we even open.
Before you even start.
And
you guys have good luck with businesses. You guys are like a magnet.
We hope so.
Leads are just coming to you.
We also we see Baton Rouge as a wonderful opportunity for me and Jodi and Joyce in West Palm Beach. But we also see it as a stepping stone and a proving ground, because we also have the rights to, again, the Houston market, and that's huge compared to Baton Rouge. Yeah. And so we see, as you ask about this next year, we see that this year of operations that we're going to have as making us confident about moving into Houston for the next big steps. So we're really excited about that.
Wow.
Be much larger than our Baton Rouge operation.
That's amazing.
We hope so.
No, that's amazing. You guys have thought this out, like really thought this through. How long did it take you guys to like make this decision, if you don't mind me asking?
We spent go ahead, Jodi.
We did about 6 months of research before we committed, and then we spent a year going through the Board of Regents and getting all the approvals that we needed from the state level. So it's been a work in progress.
Absolutely. Jodi mentioned the Board of Regents, and those of you that are considering a franchise, or those of you that are just interested in learning more, every state has some organization that has to approve you as what's called a proprietary school. So it's not a public school, it's a privately owned school. And we had to go through the Board of Regents. And I'll say this, and it'll leak back to my Louisiana friends, they'll tease me for it. But Louisiana doesn't rank at the top of some of the most important categories in our country. It does not rank at the top. Unfortunately, it often ranks at very low. Well, the Board of Regents in the state of Louisiana surprised the heck out of us. They were very professional and had an extremely complex and challenging process we had to go through to get approved, and we did it. And I'm really proud of Jodi, because she took the lead on all of that and did a fabulous job.
Go Jodi!
Yeah. I definitely like to be in the back of the house, not in the front of the house.
Was it hard, like stressful nights? Was it hard getting there?
It was a lot of red tape. It was, and it took a long time. So,
how do you feel now that you guys have gotten to this point?
Well, I'm excited now that we're able to open, and we're actually not open yet. We open next week, but we already have calls coming in, so it feels good to be at that point.
Good vibes, good energy. So now you guys are gonna go back super soon, in like a couple of days. I hear your excitement. You guys are excited. You guys love the training. The training is good. You guys are learning a lot, and you guys have a lot of prior knowledge already in business. So you guys are super confident. What is the first thing that you guys are going to do when you go back? Like, what's the first thing you're tackling?
We're starting to tackle our leads immediately. We're getting students in, starting to do our tours. We're excited about that.
You guys want to, like, manifest when you're a first student? Might sign up?
I think next week we'll be signing up a few students.
Next week?
Yes.
Yeah, our first tour is Monday, so.
Right.
Hopefully Monday.
First tour is Monday? What's the date? What's Monday's date?
The 11th.
The 11th.
Right. And we have a number of tours for that first day. We have competition, and most franchisees do have competition in their territories.
Yeah.
And we have two significant competitors in the Baton Rouge market. And we're seeing, that's one of the things that's so wonderful about seeing these early applicants. Honestly, I worried that those people would be going to our competitors instead of to us at this stage.
Yeah, I would think so too.
And yet now I'm feeling so confident because they're coming to us. And so I'm not as intimidated by what I perceived to be competition before.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I can imagine, because that's something that I think about a lot. Like, because obviously I'm not in you guys' shoes, but kind of thinking from a franchise perspective. Like, there's a lot of competition already, and then being so newly opened up, not having, like, let's say any, like, reviews or anything like that. Like, I put myself in y'all's shoes a lot, and I'm like, I wonder how they gonna do this. But yeah, that would give me confidence too. Already having leads. You guys are already doing your tours on the 11th. And then, yeah, like I said, having the prior knowledge that you guys already have, opening up so many other businesses and being successful, you guys are going to kill it.
Well,
you guys are going to be good.
We appreciate your support and everyone's support here at the Academy in Linden. It's been a wonderful visit and very beneficial. With my background as an entrepreneur, I was taking some very significant risk in my 20s, my 30s, and my 40s.
Yeah.
And in starting out into my 50s, I was still taking risks that most people would not take. And I understand that. I was generally fortunate and had some good successes on that journey, but there's still some moments where you look back and say, what was I thinking? Well, I don't have that feeling with this Driving Academy. We have Jodi's leadership and our mutual experience as business people. I'm very confident. What do you think about that, Jodi?
I'm excited for it too.
Okay, coolness. Do you guys have anything that you guys might want to say to your future students or others thinking about opening up a franchise or Driving Academy?
Well,
do you guys want to say anything to close it out?
You want to talk about differentiation, or you want me to take the lead?
I mean, I guess I can just quickly say, for our school in particular, we feel like we stand out from our competitors because we have a state-of-the-art simulator. No one else does.
Yep.
Actually, many of the driving schools around the country don't. We offer the flexible training hours and the lifetime job placement. So we're excited to get started.
And I'll follow up on that with the fact that Jodi mentioned the simulator, which is a huge differentiator. Virtually no other driving schools have simulators. It's a very impressive piece of equipment. And, when you think about the simulator, you need to understand that one of its primary values is that you're putting these typically young applicants into a simulator instead of putting them into the front seat of an 18-wheeler. A typical student might be very intimidated about starting out in an actual big giant truck.
Exactly.
But when you get to have as many hours as necessary in the simulator, your anxiety and comfort levels all balance out and get good. And that's a wonderful opportunity. We also, as you will learn if you follow up on this franchise or if you're a student, we also offer wonderful flexibility to the schedules that students can take on when they become members or become students with the Driving Academy. And when I say flexibility, I mean we have opportunities for you to learn 7 days a week. We also have a tremendous opportunity for you to have access to a portal. You can either use this portal that I'm referring to at our school, at our Driving Academy, which, by the way, those of you that are from our market area, is just off of Choctaw, where the yard is, and a block away from there is Oak Villa, where our school is and our main offices are. But we offer a lot of flexibility, and we're trying to find what's best for you to give you a great opportunity to move forward in your career.
We love that. So you guys heard it from Ron and Jodi. If you guys are interested in opening up your own franchise, click the link below, fill out the form, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you guys are located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, make sure you guys hit up Ron and Jodi. They open up August 11th. All right, okay. They open up August 11th. And they'll see you guys soon.
Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to get your CDL license, you know where to go. Check out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com, right over there. And if you like this video, you'll definitely like this video right over here. So make sure you check that out. But before anything else, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you soon.